So this happened.
Bro. Bro's got a missile. Bro. Let's get away from that. It's a charge, bro. It's an M1. It's a bomb.
It's gonna blow up, bro. Yeah, I know. How far do we need to be away from it?
That's radius, something like that. Don't know what it is, bro.
It's September 15th, 1944. Over 17,000 US Marines were about to storm the white sandy beaches of Peleliu to take the island from the Japanese. The plan? A swift and decisive victory in just 2 days. But what they didn't know was that beneath the white sands and dense jungles lay a fortress of steel, concrete, and one of the worst nightmares the world has ever seen. What was supposed to be a 48-hour operation turned into a brutal, months-long nightmare that not many people know about. But today, the island of Peleliu on the surface looks like this. A tropical paradise, beautiful people, and filled with amazing wildlife.
This is fun, isn't it? I wish the whole world was there now. Actually, it is.
Disclaimer though, this island isn't a tourist destination, nor is it probably even safe for two random dudes to be strolling about on, due to the fact it's still a graveyard for undetonated bombs, unused ammunition, and remains of human body parts.
Bro, scares a missile. Bro. Bro. Let's get away from that. Bro. That's an actual missile that we've just found.
This island is a war site, frozen in time. But in this video, I'm going to take the risk of doing my absolute best to do this island and its dark story justice. And to do that, I had to travel over 30 hours to get to this remote piece of paradise in the middle of the Pacific. And in return, I get to showcase to you one of the most groundbreaking and stomach-turning stories from World War II.
This is the airstrip. This is the airstrip.
I landed on your soil. I said to the people of the Philippines whence I came, I shall return.
This was a promise made by Douglas MacArthur that shaped the course of World War II. In the early days of the Pacific War, the Philippines, a US territory, fell to the Japanese forces, making a humiliating defeat to the Americans. As MacArthur was forced to retreat to Australia, he left with a vow that resonated across the war-torn world.
I shall return.
To the Filipino people, it was a promise of liberation. To the Japanese, though, it was a declaration of war. This is where Peleliu, a seemingly insignificant island, became a critical stepping stone, because to liberate the Philippines, Douglas MacArthur needed control of the skies, and this airstrip would provide him just that. You see, this exact airstrip I'm stood on was the key for holding down this island.
This is massive, bro. This is what they would have used to land all the aircrafts. You claim this, you've got the island. And that's why the Japanese were so defensive over this land, because they knew if Americans could land their planes on this, it was over. They could get so many more people in from the sky, because the beach obviously was not working too well for the US, because the Japanese had all the bunkers taking all the Americans out. Next best thing would be to land planes on here, yeah? Get your men in through aircrafts and stuff.
In simple terms, if you have this airstrip, you have the island. But getting hold of that airstrip was a nightmare the US soldiers would face for over 2 months.
Plan of action, first proper day in Peleliu actually. Me and Jack are going to meet a guide who's going to show us around the island, because me and Jack are going to need a bit of understanding of where things are dotted about, because the war basically happened all over the place. So the guide is going to show us where to look and where to go. And yeah, hopefully we get to see some crazy shit today. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Yeah, really good, man. We're excited.
This is Kobe, and he knows this place inside out, so he'll be showing us all the remains still standing to this day from World War II. And this is what's going to give us the glimpse into the dark history of Peleliu Island. The first thing that Kobe wanted to do is show us how beautiful this island really was.
Yo, I'm kind of shocked, just getting in this water, yo, what's in there? What's in there then?
We swam with sharks, did some spearfishing, and overall just absorbed the sun and how beautiful this island really was, until we saw our very first glimpse of the catastrophe that took place in 1944. This was a Mitsubishi A6M-0, one of the most fascinating fighter planes that the Japanese made for their soldiers. At the start of the war, the Zero was unmatched in dogfights because of its lightweight design. It could outmaneuver almost any aircraft, but as Japan began to lose their air superiority, many Zeros were converted to kamikaze missions, crash diving into American ships in a desperate attempt to turn the tide of the war, and that's exactly what this rusty old aircraft is. A kamikaze attempt to take out an American warship. This was one of many things I saw that really hit deep, and it made me realise how real World War II actually was. Before this trip, it was just a history class in school, and it all seemed like one giant story or some fiction out of a book. But that changed as soon as I was able to actually lay my hands on leftover equipment. Everything became real.
Bro, brass bullet holes. That's fucked. This kind of feels really weird right now. The bullet went straight through that and you killed him. And not even one bullet, bro. That's brutal. That helmet made me feel weird. That was like, it's real, man. That was the closest thing I've seen to like an artifact that, like, I don't know, represented death, you know what I mean? Jesus.
This is Bloody Nose Ridge, one of the most brutal battlefields known to mankind. This is where the Colonel, Kuno Nakagawa, the mastermind behind Japan's defense of Peleliu, resided during the battle in a series of tunnels, caves, and hidden bunkers. And the only way for the Americans to win the battle was to take out the Colonel, but attempting to do so, they found themselves in a living nightmare. And the helmet I picked up here was a result of one of these soldiers fighting for their country.
Right, so I'm looking out right now to like the beach, and being a Japanese soldier stood here right now, you would have basically been looking out to the ocean, right, and seeing fleets upon fleets of vehicles in the water, like ships, tanks, soldiers coming off them, aircrafts, oh my god, that would have been terrifying, actually terrifying. So did the US Marines make it up here? They made it up.
Yeah, they had to finish the job.
Yeah. And take it, there was just Japanese up here.
Oh yeah.
A lot.
The Colonel himself.
The next day, me and Jack woke up early to see some of the most brutal parts of the island, which started off with a bunch of dogs trying to attack me.
Alright guys, it's like 5 AM in the morning. The shop opens in a little bit and me and Jack need water. He texts me, he's like, I feel like a desert.
Oh, is there so many chickens here?
There's just dogs everywhere on this island.
What? 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 What's up? What?
Turn you back on and they try and go for you. It is like real life zombies, bros. The dog's round, it's round 7.
Yeah.
The dogs are after me. Fetch me their soul.
What another? Here we go.
Oh, for fuck. Mate, I'm just trying to have my morning coffee.
Them three.
Fuck you, mum.
Now, time for the part of the video where I show you what that preview was at the very beginning of this video. Things took a very real turn. Me and Jack decided to spend an hour away from filming to enjoy the sea and absorbing the paradise of Peleliu Island until a heavy metal object found itself next to Jack in the water. What you're about to see is very real and we probably shouldn't even be alive.
What have you just found?
I don't know.
Bro, it looks like a gun.
Like a gun or some kind of, you know, those mortars we saw?
I'd be careful, you know. If that's undetonated.
Bro, it's heavy.
Yeah, bro, that is actually part of a gun or part of a ship or something.
It's funny because watching this back now, I know exactly what that is. And no, it's not part of a ship or a gun. That thing is a bomb.
Bro, that must have just washed up.
Do you reckon?
Well, sure.
But didn't you find it in the sand?
Nah, it was just like on top of the sand. The tide's just come in.
Set the tripod up further away, bro.
Yeah, true.
Because if that goes off, yeah, we're...
What's the date of the ball?
Bro. Broski, that's a missile. Bro. Bro. Let's get away from that. Bro. That's an actual fucking missile that we've just found.
No, not found. You threw it. I want to get all the other shavings off. All of this. Should we just keep throwing it? I think you've thrown it once now, so if it's not going to explode.
Just be careful. If you're going to throw it, yeah, try and get it far.
Yeah.
Probably the dumbest thing I've ever said in my life.
We should get a chisel.
I know.
Throw it face down like that. Oh my god, bro.
What?
$1942. Oh my god! What have you fucking found?
Bro, it's a charge burst, it's an M1, it's a f***ing bomb.
Me and Jack didn't realise the severity of this situation at all because after doing some digging online, I identified the bomb as an 81mm mortar round, specifically designed to destroy Japanese bunkers. This 81mm mortar round has a blast radius of 23 meters and would have killed us instantly.
This has got this code on it, Lot 4233016, and it's a charge burster M1. Now, it's from August 1942 this was made.
And this fell out of that. I don't know why you're putting that near me, man. This could be dangerous as well.
Yeah.
What if that's an explosive?
I know.
Yes. Be careful. That blows up, you're dead.
Well, at least you got it on camera. Bro, my dad's gonna lose his shit when he watches this part of the video. It started smoking.
No, he didn't. Jack, get back, get back.
It started smoking and hissing. I promise. I actually promise. We should move that camera ASAP. Yeah, it started smoking and hissing as I was running away. Bro, look at it smoking, it's smoking. It's on fire. It's on fire. Bro, I think that's gonna blow up.
Actual fire coming from it.
Yeah, I know.
I was fucking live, man.
No, I know.
It's gonna blow up, bro.
Yeah, I know. How far do we need to be away from it?
Blast radius, something like that. I don't know what it is, bro.
You know what I mean? Cracking and that. The camera's gonna go if that goes, bro.
You can't risk your fucking life for a camera, though.
No. Hold that. Let me get the camera. It's snap, crackling and popping. Bro, it's popping.
Right, we need to call the people.
We haven't got signal. We can't do anything.
We need to... Right, we need to report it, though. Like, when we get back, we need to report it.
Yeah.
We need to report it and just say, like, we found something, yeah? We didn't know what was going on. We started messing with it.
I don't know if we can...
Luckily, we found some US Marines on the island and notified them about the bomb. And it was really convenient because they actually had a bomb defusal team on site, so they were able to deal with the bomb properly. The next day, we met back up with Kobe to explore some of the unusual sights the island had to offer.
There is a Sherman tank deep in the jungle that's laying on its side.
Why is it laying on? Did they get blown?
Yeah, so it ran over a landmine.
Oh my God, look at the tank. That landmine, to lift a tank of that weight must be powerful, man. This is inside, there's a steering wheel right there. Bro, it's insane to me that something that big is in the middle of a forest.
There were 5 men on board of this tank when they struck a landmine. None of them made it, which means they died in this exact spot I'm standing in right now.
So this was the landing zone here. So this is where they would come in on the boats and get off and just storm through here.
And this is a landing zone where 1,300 American troops all died in a single day.
I'm trying to like picture everything. That's like all you can do. And it's insane as well because the amount of like archive footage that we've watched, I bet we've seen footage of like what happened like right there in the water. Oh, what? Is this one of the bunkers?
This is one of the bunkers.
Waiting for them to come through on the beach and just shooting right at them.
And you've got like 27 millimeters.
Yeah.
Some of them even dual, looking out towards the beach.
It is so humid, I don't know how they did this. Running around with heavy equipment on you.
Many people died inside of these bunkers due to the Americans throwing grenades into them and blowing them out with flamethrowers, which means there's a high chance of human remains still inside. And Kobe actually warned us about this earlier that day.
To this day, there's even Japanese. We have a great relationship with Japan right now. That there is a group of Japanese that would come to Palau and collect bones. They're kind of called a bone collector.
Yeah.
Every year they come and collect bones and they're looking for mass graves.
This is pretty convenient because 3 days prior, Jack told me this.
There is something in the bag that I didn't tell you we brought.
What do you mean?
It's gonna help us find stuff on the island. I just thought I'd chuck it in.
Compass, bro.
Nah. That black pole there.
Did you bring a fucking metal detector? Oh my God, you know we're actually gonna be able to find bullets?
100%.
Take it you rendered this, yeah, but it's a bit crazy on this video.
Yeah.
This video hasn't been cheap, but thankfully Odoo is the sponsor of today's video. Odoo is an all-in-one management software that provides entrepreneurs with a range of applications to simplify the management of their business. This includes applications such as invoicing, website creation, project management, CRM, and so much more. Thanks to Odoo's accounting app, managing business finances has been super easy. Here's how it works. I can create professional invoices with just a few clicks, whether it's for client work or paying bills. Odoo lets me manage my customer and supplier accounts effortlessly, so I always stay on top of payments and I can easily track what's due and when. Plus, thanks to Odoo's AI-powered invoice scanning, supplier bills are automatically processed. No more manual data entry, just more time to focus on what really matters. Odoo even syncs with my bank, automatically pulling in transactions and categorizing them so I always know where my money's going. And the best part, Odoo is built to handle local tax regulations, so I don't have to stress about compliance. It just works. Wherever I am, I'm able to have a full breakdown of my finances with real-time dashboards and reports to see the ins and outs of running my business. Odoo makes life easy. So if you've had an idea and want to start a business just like me, visit odoo.com to try your first app for free with unlimited hosting and support, or just click the link in the description to find out more. The next day, armed with a metal detector, I returned to the bunker to search for anything to indicate the carnage that took place here.
Oh, I found a fucking bullet. Bro, I found a bullet. Oh my God. Right, it's got a code on it that says DEN 42. I don't know if that is American or Japanese.
Another one?
Have you just found another one? Oh, that's a smaller one, bro.
We carried on digging for a few more minutes until I came across something really disturbing.
What the f? Bro. What? Bro, that's someone's teeth. That's a jaw.
That?
Bro, it's a fucking jaw.
Look at it like that. You can see the skull forming around it.
Yeah. That's a jaw.
I don't want to show human remains in this video as it'll probably get taken down, but we dug for hours and hours finding countless bullets and fragments of bones. But bullets, bombs and bones isn't the only reason I'm here. This island holds something very special to me, and I think some of you too. In Call of Duty World at War, released in 2008, the game mode Nazi Zombies featured for the very first time, being a piece of bonus content that you get for completing the campaign. The first ever zombies map they introduced, Nacht der Untoten, which is Night of the Living Dead in German. You're trapped in a bunker, holding off hordes of zombies, finding new guns, and barricading windows to survive for as many rounds as you could. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Nacht der Untoten is actually based off one of the bunkers that the Japanese built to defend this island from the US, and it's still stood there to this day. So to say my inner child is nerding the f out right now is an understatement.
There's like my whole childhood just playing this game. The layout's a little different, obviously. They like optimized it for the game. These stairs here, obviously in the game, are the kind of like the spiral stairs that go like that. Right here, you can pick off like off the wall. Is it the M1A1 carbine off the wall there? Yeah, and then over there's the Car 98K. Oh man, this is wild, you know. You can see how it's based off it. It's obviously not like a replica. It was optimized for a game layout and stuff. It's like an imitation of it, and it's really, really interesting to see in real life. Bullet holes. Bullet holes, bullet holes, bullet holes. So this part isn't actually in the zombies map. Like this part is just like cut off basically. These are Japanese beer bottles. There's no branding on it, so I can't tell what's what, but that's a classic whiskey bottle, isn't it? Bullet hole, so clearly bullet holes. Holy shit, bro. Oh my God. Ladders going up there to that, which I guess is a turret spot, looking at the coast. Do you know what's mad? We're so used to just abandoned exploring with TGF videos, like pubs, like haunted places, yeah? They run a fucking war site, bro, from 80 years ago. They're still standing. And there's like remains of bullets and shit. Like, look at this. Look at that. Part of something from in here, man. Looking out of there, yeah, is like what the Japanese soldiers would have been seeing. Imagining like US Marines come running through the forest, bro, and you're just in here having to shoot them.
Our time in Peleliu was coming to an end, but Colby had a few more spots that he wanted to show us.
This is the original location? Yes. That's not been moved? Bro, imagine the sound, yeah, sat there firing that off, what that done to your ears.
This is kind of where I would have been sat, like this, operating the machine. Obviously it's got no handles on it, they didn't fully complete building it. And then to tilt it up and down, there's the bearing there, which would have tilted it backwards and forwards like that.
And then by the sounds of it, like there would have been somebody on the beach where these like missiles were landing, advising these Japanese guys who were operating this machine to go, oh, we need it a bit more to the left, or we need it a bit more to the right, or a bit further.
We're currently searching for something called the pillbox, which was a Japanese bunker, which has so many archive photos online about, right? And we're gonna go and see if we can find it. And I just really want to see it in person, because we've seen so many photos of it online and like what happened in there and the story of what happened with this bunker, that I just hope it's still standing and it looks like it is in the photos, because it's epic.
Bro. This is one of the Japanese bunkers, yeah? They were basically all in there, and I'm pretty sure they threw grenades in there and cleared it out, or they fired like mortars into there. Oh, fuck. There's like holes where they just aim their rifles through. You need to see this. So here, by the looks of it, is where they would be like aiming out of and shooting. There's obviously a tiny hole for people to shoot back into here. But you have more of an advantage with a bigger hole this way, shooting outwards. But all it would take, yeah, is for like US Marine to walk by with a grenade and throw it in the hole, which I'm pretty sure happened multiple times. Mate.
This island and all of its history still stands strong, and a huge reason why is because the local communities have been preserving its place for years, which is one of the reasons why I decided to design some limited edition t-shirts for this video, which are on sale at 9 PM tonight over at jimmys.store. I'll donate some of the profits to the communities that look after the island to help keep it preserved. preserved. Oh, and you'll get one of the sickest teas out of it, which holds the attachment to this insane story of Peleliu. After a total of approximately 12,444 men died during the battle on this island, the US Marines finally made their way to the top of Bloody Nose Ridge, where they'd find the Colonel Kuno Nakagawa dead in his command post. He refused to die to the hand of the enemy. Seppuku. This was a form of a ritualistic self-disembowelment historically practiced by samurai as a way to restore honor in the face of defeat, disgrace, or capture. The individual would use a short sword or dagger to cut open their stomach, symbolizing the release of their spirit. As soon as the Marines found him, the message spread quickly. The Battle of Peleliu was over.
I was tempted by your smile. I was
So this is a memorial, and by the looks of it I'm seeing Japanese writing, so it's probably the Japanese memorial right here.
I was saying what was never done before.
In memory of all those who sacrificed their lives in the islands and seas of the West Pacific during World War II and in dedication to world peace.